Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Friday's episode of Love After Lockup. We finally met Sarah, Shawn's new love interest. He allegedly had been talking to Sarah at the same time he was talking to Destiny. I guess Destiny got out first, so she won in a way. I'm not sure, but I've made a couple videos on Sarah and Shawn already. At the end of last season of at the end of last season of Life After Lockup, we knew that Shawn was dating a new inmate, Sarah. They did show a scene of them meeting, so that is what we're seeing now. And then we knew that Destiny had gotten married. Now Destiny has been released from prison, so she is on the loose. I'm sure we will be updated soon with whatever shenanigans she gets into, but let's discuss Sarah because new information has come to light. It's not new information, but it's new to us, or new to me at least. So I wanted to share it with you guys. I was perusing Reddit last night, and so basically this Reddit post included links to 2 articles, and of course I'll link everything down below in the description, and also shout out to the person who posted this. It's a Reddit user, Starseed511. So it was 2 news articles and an actual news video, and it was about the arrest that led to Sarah's prison sentence. So we already knew that she spent 6 years in prison for a manslaughter charge. I thought she was actually surprisingly candid and open about the charge and what happened. So just take a look at what she had to say about it on the show.
I was sentenced to 6 years in prison for involuntary manslaughter. I sold someone as well as helped them use heroin. They overdosed as a result and didn't make it.
So from what we know, she was involved with dealing heroin. She not only dealt heroin to someone, but she helped administer it, which led to the person dying. She was charged with involuntary manslaughter and spent 6 years behind bars. Well, there's actually a whole nother level to this story. Let me first start off by playing the news clip of what happened.
Is taking a tragic toll on our communities every day. A Claremont County overdose death investigation that began last February is a little bit different than most.
And that's because 3 women are indicted in relation to the death of 42-year-old Richard Root. Local 12's Rich Jaffe says Root's untimely death is an uncomfortable look at how heroin can grip a small town.
Richard, or Rick Root, was well known in the small town of Felicity. On February 27th, Root died in this tiny mobile home after shooting up and or being injected with heroin. Claremont County investigators say Sarah Lynn Isaac participated in the injection of heroin into him, while a call was made to 911. Before medics could arrive, investigators say 2 other women, Samantha Forbes and Catherine Campbell, took money and medication from Root, hiding the heroin syringe. At the Root home, there's a small memorial to a guy who's left a big space in a lot of small-town hearts.
I do hope the girls go to jail for it. I think the community's going to miss Rick, and they've missed him quite a bit. It's a shame he's not going to be here anymore.
So for the information I got from the news articles, Sarah participated in the injection of heroin into the victim. He died on February 27th. Then she had 2 other conspirators. I don't know if they were like good friends or just if this was a crime of opportunity. I'm not sure. But they took money and medication off of the victim, so they robbed him. And they hid a syringe before emergency personnel arrived. That's what the police report states. The women were indicted by a Claremont County grand jury on Thursday for their alleged involvement in the death. Isaac, because she was the one that administered the heroin, was indicted on 1 count of involuntary manslaughter, a first-degree felony. The other 2 were both indicted on separate single counts of tampering with evidence, which is a 3rd-degree felony. So I did not look into their criminal records, but I can only assume that they got lighter prison sentences than Sarah got. So of course, this opens up a whole, this sheds a different light on what happened. It wasn't merely that Sarah was assisting someone getting high and that person tragically passed away, that is a tragedy all the way around. But if there was some nefarious circumstance, were they trying to incapacitate him so they were robbing him? I think that that's what the police were trying to say. Nobody was charged with robbery in this instance. Sarah got the involuntary manslaughter charge, and then the women were charged with tampering with evidence. So there's probably not enough evidence to convict on that count, but that does paint this situation in a slightly different light. Just some of the questions I have that obviously weren't answered in the article and probably won't be answered because, Sarah didn't even mention this aspect of the arrest or the criminal charge in her interview. But, were these three women co-conspirators? Were they all in this together? Was this premeditated, I guess, is what I'm getting at. I don't know. Or was it more of a afterthought? Was like robbing him an afterthought? Fucked up either way. Now, in this latest episode of Life After Lockup, Sarah says that she has a secret, that she hasn't been being entirely honest with Shawn, which, surprise, surprise. Destiny lied to Shawn, Shawn lied to Destiny, Shawn's lying to Sarah. Who's not lying to someone in their storyline? Everyone's plays fast and loose with the truth, if you will. So I don't know if you guys remember, but about a month ago, it was like mid-July, I made a video just detailing this really bizarre experience that I had. I was reached out to by a supposed ex of Sarah's, and I'll link that video down in the description as well. But essentially, I was reached out to, and I also spoke with Sarah's mom. I've decided to not disclose too many details of my conversation because Sarah and her mom maintain that they have a protection order out against this individual and that they don't want anything to do with him. So I don't want to be like, blah, here's all this information. So with that being said, a couple things that I can share is, one, he did tell me that they were engaged for 5.5 years. Don't know if that's the truth. Don't know if that's the secret that Sarah wants to say. He did send me pictures of handwritten letters that the two exchanged during her time behind bars. And I will say that it did seem like there was a romantic relationship there. So is it the fact that she's been talking to other men? Is that the secret? You guys will have to let me know what you think of this new information. It's just a tragic situation all the way around, and this new information I think just adds a whole nother layer to it. What was super disappointing is I think Sarah comes off very earnest. She seemed to be genuinely remorseful about what happened. So take that for what it is. She could be just an incredibly good liar. I don't know. But what was disappointing is she just chugged that vodka smoothie. So did she spend time really reflecting, or was it like a means to an end? I don't know. I would think no one needs to chug alcohol upon their release, but she does say that she had anxiety. Alcohol could be used to self-medicate. Don't want to judge her too harshly there. It was just kind of disappointing to see, but also maybe that is what's necessary when riding in a car with Shawn. I don't know. Like I said, you guys, let me know what you think. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter @Reality Squad, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.